How's my thumbnail? Okay, so we're not in the studio, we're doing something different. Out here in the woods, getting bitten by mosquitoes. How's my smile?
It's great.
Cheese! What is up, Internet world? I'm Mike, this is Trevor, that's Ian, and this is the 2023 Bronco Sport Pickup. Now the Maverick's not new to the channel. We've had the base, we've had the XLT, but today we have the 2023 Lariat. And it's not a regular Lariat, this is the all-new Tremor package. Now the Tremor package is what I expected the Maverick to have when it came out of the box when we first reviewed it. But that was pretty base, but now the Maverick is all grown up. And I'll show you what this package has, the all-new Tremor. It has a 1-inch lift, twin clutch rear drive module, locking rear diff, new springs and shocks, orange recovery hooks, unique grille, Tremor badges obviously, 2 skid plates, a transmission cooler, upgraded half shafts, and something called all-terrain tires. In the 2023 Ford Maverick Tremor with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-banger that makes 250 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Let's brake boost this thing and let's see where we can get to 60. And go! Bad, not bad. Come on, come on, come on, under 7 seconds. 8.39. Better off the line than in actual motion. Let's try that one more time. We'll put it in 4-wheel drive, see what we can do. The ground, create some power. Come on, come on, come on, and go. Feels good. Come on, Trevor. Come on, Trevor. It's faster. We got a green light. 7.78. All right, that's good. Should we try a third time? Let's try a third time. And go. Oh, not as strong. Come on, Trevor. Ah, it's slower. It's slower. And got it. 8.67. So basically between 7 3/4 to about 8.5 is what this thing does to 60. Not a bullet, but feels, you know, sprinty off the line. So what does the Maverick cost? Well, if you get the base XL, it has a starting price of around $22,000. If you get the XLT, it's about $24,500. And then if you get the Lariat, it's about $28,000. Now the Tremor package costs $29,995, and all that put together on this vehicle is around $31,000, and that excludes $14,995 destination. So all in all, you're around $33,000 or so to get yourself this. Now this includes a lot of orange. So check out this front grille. There is orange there, and you get a black Ford badge with, of course, radar ACC, those front skid plates, and LED DRLs. And of course, I love this color. This is a really good color. It matches all together with this Tremor package. But how can you forget these orange tow hooks? Thumbs up, Ford. But it's not all done. Check out this hood. Look at the striping that you have up top. It really accentuates this little bump out the hood has.
I think you mean accentuates.
Accentuates. Now as I pass these darkened headlights to head towards the wheels, you can see the orange there. That is to designate where the valve stem is. Pretty cool Ford. Now those are 17s, and they are housed around these Falcon all-terrain tires that are 17s. But the cool part about it is not the wheels, it's actually the inner fender liner, and they are carpeted, and that is to make it more quiet in the cabin. Now as I move up into the front fender, you can see how it has this indentation to make the Maverick appear wider. And then we move along into where the Lariat badge is, but there's more. There's gray. You have gray mirror caps, gray on the top even, and then gray door handles in the front and the back, but the front is the only one where the key is in your pocket and you can lock and unlock the doors. And then moving down, you have more of the design that you have on the front hood and this little sticker, but it's different, cool. Now, even though the Maverick is built on the same platform, the C2 platform as the Bronco Sport, it is longer. It is actually 16 inches longer from axle to axle and 28 inches longer in total length. This tremor is actually 1 inch higher than the regular Maverick, and that gives it a 9.4 inch ground clearance. To the back, you can see how they have the Tremor badge right there, along with the Maverick engraved or stamped on the back of this tailgate. They also have the black Ford badge. Underneath that black Ford badge, you have a rear camera, and underneath that, you have the bumper, which has Parktronic. And underneath that, sadly, you have towing. Here's the problem. The Tremor can only tow 2,000 pounds. You cannot outfit it with the 4,000 pound option that the Maverick offers. That kind of blows. So let's talk about the tailgate. Whew. All right, it doesn't have soft opening, but it has two bottle openers, one on each side. It can hold 33 cubic feet of volume in this 4.5 foot bed. It does have two of these little guys where you can kind of put whatever electronics you want because it's pre-wired for up to 20 amps. That's awesome. And on that side, you have a light. You see, I just press a button and voila, I have lots of light in the rear cabin. And then you have this rail system on either side, along with 6 D-hooks, 2 on the bottom and 4 on the back, 2 on each side. And then you have this, a 400 watt 3-prong plug that you can power up your tools. But let's not forget about the third brake light, along with a rear powered glass. Now, back seat of the Maverick. This reminds me of the Bronco Sport interior. It's soft, but it's not the material that I like. It's the cushioning underneath. It's the foam. It has really good feedback when I put my fingers down, and when I sit in it, it's really, really comfortable. And I'm not lying to you. The Ford Bronco Sport is great in terms of seating position and how it feels on your body over long journeys. We had it for a week and I drove it a lot and I really liked it. Not really a huge domestic guy when it comes to smaller SUVs, but they did a good job with that, and it's no different here in the Maverick Tremor. They have outfitted it with lots of different colors, so they have the orange stitching and a lot of blue. This is really a blue interior, so if you're looking for a blue interior, this is probably one I'd look at. This Lariat is optioned out with a USB-C, a USB, and a 400 watt 3-prong plug. In the 2020... front seat of the all-new 2023 Maverick Tremor. Now, the most obvious thing are these seats. Check these out. They have Tremor embedded or stitched into the front driver and passenger seat. The Tremor has one extra feature, and that is the drive modes down here. Everything else is pretty much the same as the other Mavericks we've been in. Now, if you haven't watched our other Maverick reviews as of yet, I will tell you, for the money, you do still get some digital stuff. There is some modern stuff in here. Yes, of course, you do have 2 analog gauges, but you do have a digital screen in the middle, and then of course this that does have Apple CarPlay. There are automatic windows on all 4 corners. You do have HVAC controls that have a lot of buttons, and they do have heated seats, 3 increments on the driver as well as the passenger. I do have USB-C and USB, a power rear window, of course a wireless charger, that is awesome, a push start button, a rotary knob to go into gears, and as I mentioned, this is a Maverick, so I do have fancy drive select modes right there, including a locking differential and brake auto hold. But let's not forget a sunroof, a really soft armrest with a decent amount of space in the center console, a soft steering wheel, automatic lights, all the Ford Co-Pilot Assist that keeps you in your lane, stops and goes, and all the good safety features that you'd expect in 2023. So there's 2 cool features. Because this is a Tremor, it has a rear locking differential. It's the only Maverick you can get with a rear diff because it's a Tremor. The second portion of it is it has something called trail control, and it adjusts the brakes and the accelerator when you're in the trail to make it easier for you when you're driving. You don't have to worry about touching the gas, touching the brake. It automatically does it for you. That's pretty cool. The one thing I want to point out though, or really stress, is the comfort of the ride. I was expecting to be really rugged and tough and hard and just very off-roading type, especially because they put tremor after it, and it just makes you feel like it's either going to sound really loud, which it doesn't, or it's going to be really stiff, which it's not. So it makes me feel like it's definitely a competitor to a Santa Cruz, except it's a lot cheaper than Santa Cruz. The Santa Cruz loaded and limited is like 41,000 bucks, and this is like 33. That's a big price gap. And you still get all the fluff to make it look cool, and that's what I really like about it. Along with the all-wheel drive system that has these twin clutch packs, which is kind of different. It's all new for the Maverick. Well, they have rejigged the front bumper to increase the approach angle to 30.7 degrees. It used to be like 21 degrees, which means it can go over bumps or big hills a lot easier and not scrape the front bumper, which you have skid plates on anyways. So let's try to find something that I can approach and drive over. Okay, looks like something here. Okay, perfect. All right, I found a little hill. Let's put this in four-wheel drive, lock, hit tremor, get the mud ruts, and let's get up this thing. Come on. Come on. Ooh, come on. Ah, perfect. Super easy. Do nothing. Tremor. So all in all, I'm happy with how Ford has packaged this Maverick Tremor together. On the outside now, it looks like a real truck. It doesn't look flat and plain like the other ones we reviewed. This one looks muscly and mean with these knobby tires and all the orange accents and the Tremor decals on the side, even on the bottom of the doors and on the hood. That's cool. Those touches are cool. On the inside, they've learned how to put good seats together with the Bronco Sport. And of course the dash is plain and basic, but hey, look at the price point. That is good. Not the fastest thing in the world, but we have reviewed slower vehicles. There's something to be said about that. And when you're driving it, it doesn't feel slow. It's decent. So that's my review of the 2023 Ford Maverick. I was gonna say Raptor, but it's definitely not Raptor. Tremor will get you right. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and do so. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.